1960s. The birth of the Charger in 1966. The Dodge Charger was introduced as a concept car at the 1966 Daytona International Speedway. It was designed as a performance car with a more aggressive look than the typical muscle car of the time. 1967. The first-generation Dodge Charger debuted. It was built on Chrysler's mid-size bow-body platform and featured a fastback roofline and a split grille, making it one of the most recognizable muscle cars of its era. The Charger was marketed as both a stylish family car and a high-performance vehicle, with engines ranging from a 318 V8 to a 426 Hemi V8, capable of producing up to 425 horsepower. The car was designed to compete with other muscle cars like the Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro. The RT model, introduced in 1968, was particularly popular, offering enhanced performance with a 440 V8 engine. 1970 to 1974. The iconic second-generation 1970, the second-generation Charger debuted, and this is when it became a true icon. The 1970 Charger had a more aggressive design, with its Coke bottle shape and a bold front end with a distinctive grille. The 1970 Charger also gained significant notoriety when it was used as the vehicle for the famous General Lee in the Dukes of Hazzard TV show, cementing its place in pop culture. Performance. The second-gen Charger offered an array of powerful engine options, including the 426 Hemi and 440 Magnum V8s. The 1970 Charger is often regarded as one of the most beautiful and aggressive muscle cars in history. 1971 to 1974. The muscle car era began to decline in the early 70s due to stricter emissions regulations, rising insurance premiums, and the oil crisis. In response, Dodge introduced smaller, more fuel-efficient engines and redesigned the Charger for these years, though it still maintained the bold look. However, sales of muscle cars began to dip during this period. 1,975, 1,987. The decline of the muscle car. 1975. Due to the rising popularity of more economical vehicles and the impact of the oil crisis, the Charger was completely redesigned and downsized. The new model was a more subdued and less aggressive vehicle, still retaining some of the Charger's styling cues but offering lower performance options. This version of the Charger had more of a luxury car focus, with the two-door coupe model being popular during the late 70s and early 1980s. Dodge focused on fuel economy and reduced its engine offerings significantly. The Charger nameplate was often relegated to more pedestrian models, losing the performance edge it had previously enjoyed. By 1987, the Charger was discontinued. 1980s-2000s, reviving the Charger. 1999 to 2005, the Charger name was revived in 1999 as a concept car. However, it wasn't until 2005 that the Charger made a return to production. The new model, based on Chrysler's LX platform, was a full-size sedan aimed at merging modern styling with muscle car appeal. The 2005 to 2010 models featured both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive variants. Performance. The performance variant was the Charger RT, powered by a 5.7L Hemi V8 engine, which helped bring the Charger back into the performance car market. This generation also drew design cues from its muscle car heritage, including a large grille and aggressive stance. 2006 present, modern muscle car. 2006. The modern era of the Dodge Charger began with the release of the 6th generation model. This version returned to its rear-wheel drive roots and received positive reviews for its combination of performance, practicality, and value. SRT8. The Charger SRT8, introduced in 2006, featured a 6.1L Hemi V8 producing 425 horsepower, which solidified the Charger as a serious contender in the performance sedan segment. 2010 to 2014. In 2010, the Charger was redesigned with a more aggressive front end, a larger body, and advanced interior tech. Dodge improved both its performance and handling, making it a more refined option in the muscle car market. The 5.7L Hemi V8 and the 6.4L V8 in the SRT models offered impressive power. 2015 present, the 2015 Charger underwent a refresh that included updated technology, safety features, and a more refined interior. Newer engine options included the 3.6L V6, the 5.7L Hemi, and the monstrous 6.2L Hemi supercharged V8 in the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. The Hellcat variant, introduced in 2015, brought the Charger to new performance heights. With its 707 horsepower capable of 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds. The red-eye version, released later, cranks out 797 horsepower. Dodge further pushed performance boundaries with the Dodge Charger SRT Jailbreak and the SRT Hellcat Red-Eye, continuing to be a competitor in the muscle car market. Future of the Charger in the 2020s. Dodge began focusing on modern tech while still honoring the muscle car legacy. While the future of the Charger is uncertain, the model has undoubtedly earned its place as one of the most enduring and iconic American muscle cars. Dodge Charger highlights fastback design. First seen in the 1967 Charger, it set the car apart with a sleek, aggressive look. Performance engines. From the 4.26 Hemi to the modern Hellcat, the Charger has always been about raw power. Pop culture icon. The Charger became legendary not only for its performance, but also for its role in pop culture, especially in the Dukes of Hazzard and in various action films and video games. Ongoing legacy. The Charger continues to be an icon of American performance, with each generation adapting to modern demands while maintaining its muscle car spirit. Conclusion: the Dodge Charger has weathered the storm of shifting automotive trends while maintaining its reputation for raw power, aggressive styling, and a connection to American muscle car history. Whether as a classic muscle car or a modern performance sedan, the Charger remains one of the most beloved names in automotive culture.